Enough with Bill Burr. It's been a while. Playing the Count Basie Theater tonight in Red Bank, New Jersey. BillBurr.com for all his tour dates.
For all your comedy needs.
Yeah, you're pretty much away all summer, huh, Bill?
Yeah, I got to pay off my death note.
Holy shit.
No, I am, dude. I'm trying. Like, that's my retirement. I'm going to just pay that thing off. And then someday, you know, when this business is done with me, I'll just sell it. And I don't know what. Just go live
off the land.
Well, live on one of those silver trailers. Yeah, at this point, if I'm not, you know, we're not in a police state, and I'm required to live in a mega city.
I love it. I can't stand the fact that you're never done. You're never done with this shit. Like when you say, "Oh, I'm retiring" or "I'm doing this," you're still filling out your paperwork and fucking taxes and things. You're still accountable to the government for your property tax. Right. Oh, I paid my house off. Oh, you did? How about if you don't pay your property tax? They'll just take your fucking house that you paid off, that you bought, that is your house.
No, there's really? No, and the reason why it's so fucking long, too, is it's so brilliant. Because by the time you get it finished, you're so fucking old. It's just like the kids are out of the house and it's just, I can't go up the stairs anymore. And then you sell it for some, you know, whatever, and you get out.
Price,
your liver fails or whatever, and you're out. And then they get another 35-year-old. And they fucking put that death note on him. Dude, it just freaks you out. Like, you drive, everything you look at, they own.
Yeah.
And even if they don't own it, they're getting it back when whoever owns it dies. However much it costs, it took so fucking long to pay it off.
Yeah.
Dude, and what kills me is it's what fucking kills. It'd be one thing if they were like these fucking gangsters.
Yeah,
and they look like, you know, those UFC guys with the shaved head. It's just like, that guy's going to snap my neck. I'm not going to say shit. But to just walk into a bank and look at these cunts on the other side of the desk.
Little pencil.
Now, I'm not saying some of them don't go down to a dojo. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying to have this level of power is just, it kills you.
But I don't think the level of power is on the people that you or me see on a daily basis. They're just slobs like we are trying to eke a living by. It's the unnamed people. It's the people that. It's the person that was written on that check of yours. Who is that? What? A consortium of fucking buildings.
But this is the thing. I always came in and talked about that shit. And you guys were always saying that I was going down the fucking rabbit hole and I was nuts. And I'm gonna tell you, I remember when I tweeted you. Rolling Stone actually did. I mean, they're fucking so left, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they were saying, like, apology to conspiracy, as far as that went.
Right.
You know, not the lunar landing and all that shit. Because they were kind of breaking down how all of this stuff works. And, like, I actually, at one point, I was sitting talking to a banker at my bank, and we started talking about that shit, and he was, like, lowering his voice. He's just going, like, he's literally going, like, yeah, man, you know, it's insane. Have you ever seen, like, that Zeitgeist thing? Like, no, that was the 9/11 one. I don't know what the fuck it was, but he started talking about it, too. And it's like, this guy, and it's like, how can you be in this thing?
He's in the machine. But
that you don't even...
He's just a fucking... No. He's a wingnut on the back panel of the machine. But the reason why he stays in it is his money is stuck in it, too.
Yes. He has a death note. And he's literally sitting there like shining Darth Vader's shoes every day. Because that's how he fucking makes his money. And he's sitting there like, I almost got nervous, like, you know, somebody's going to step out of a wall and both of us, you know, chloroform ragged and we're going to disappear. It's like, dude, not here. Not here. Are we supposed to be doing the Joe Pesci with a hand over our mouth? Sit in a garage with the radio on.
I am with you. We used to fucking sit here and go, oh, Bill. Oh, Bill.
I think everyone's all in now.
It's so obvious and out there now.
I'll tell you one of the greatest things you'll ever do, too, is have Joe Rogan talk to you for maybe 43 seconds about why the lunar landing didn't happen, and you're just 100% convinced. It's the greatest thing. He goes, Bill, all the technology we had 3-stage rockets to get us out of this. He goes, so how the fuck did that thing get back off of the moon? What's the top part that's just left? How the fuck did it?
Well, you have barely the gravity that we have of Earth, and no atmosphere to speak of for friction with the air.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the Bill I love.
Oh yeah.
All right, I agree with the banks, but now you're back to talking crazy.
Well, who filmed it? when it takes off from the fucking moon and that camera pans up.
Yeah, they set a camera there with a remote.
Is that what they did?
Yeah.
That what they did? What did that camera look like? Because I remember what that fucking camera looked like in 1988. What exactly did that fucking camera look like?
It was a big boxy
big
looking
giant
camera.
Typewriter looking thing that you could control
silver
remotely.
Yeah, it was.
From what?
From the lunar module. It was able to track the lunar module as it took off.
Oh, Jesus, with this Star Trek horseshit. You know what should be going on right now as you tell this story? That sound effect of when the doors opened on the Starship.
No, I completely believe it. And
I don't even know what I'm talking about. He starts talking about solar flares.
Yeah.
And this shit where it's just like, I don't know, these blasts of fire just go through space.
Can we find this?
Next time Joe comes in, I don't want to put him on the spot, but I sat there. And
he really believes it didn't happen.
But it's standard.
But unlike me, he's probably wanting to punch me in the face because he's actually read up on it.
We had Buzz Aldrin in just last week?
Buzz Aldrin has punched the guy in the face for saying that it didn't happen.
Yeah. No. He punched him in the face because he called him a coward. And he's from that generation where them's fighting words.
Them's fighting words.
I got to tell you this right now. I got to commend that doughy jackass because if I took that punch, I would have gone down. He fucking nailed that dude. You know what? That's what I love. You see, like, that dude's back fat, like, ripples.
Yeah.
He just took, I was right. I almost think because he caught him so flush in the face, it's almost like taking a bump in wrestling where you have it go all across your back somehow, went all across his face.
Yes, Sam.
No, that would have been it from
I think Joe Rogan, it's the same shit I've heard for years. It's nothing new. It's the same we didn't land on the moon stuff. And it's all been refuted by not just NASA, by other scientists that have absolutely viable solutions as to why we were on the moon and why every one of these reasons that we weren't has been...
No, but I don't want to hear it from them. That's like somebody's accused of murder, and he'll tell you why he didn't do it. I want to hear somebody outside of that... You know, I'm so full of shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just capping out.
What do you got on this, Sam?
Yeah, I don't...
Sam's got something.
I don't believe... I think everything's bullshit.
I think everything is.
Rogan's saying now that the moon landing was probably real.
Oh, Rogan?
Yeah, he went back.
They got to him.
Yeah.
They got to him.
Well, you listen to somebody give an argument as to why it didn't happen. It makes you like, wow, that guy, that's fucking right. It never happened.
Yeah.
And then you hear somebody who knows what they're talking about refute it. You go, oh, I guess it did. Yeah. That's how I felt when I first... I watched one about why it didn't happen. I'm like, fuck, that's very compelling.
Well, Jimmy's a JFK, one guy did it.
Oswald guy, yeah, but I wasn't for many years.
One guy.
The current
you changed your complete opinion on the whole
favor
thing.
Of conspiracy for
forever.
Many years. Hard.
Forever.
Yeah.
Now you're convinced it was just Oswald.
Yes.
This is coming from Dr. Steve, by the way, amateur astronomer, space buff,
amateur physician, pederast, creep.
the current Mars orbiter took pictures of the Sirius, Sirius, Apollo landing sites. I suppose those are fake, too, though.
No, I'm asking...
Sorry, not the Mars orbiter. Of course, the moon orbiter. Yes.
Did they have the car? Did they take a picture of the car just to shut me up?
They took a picture of the lunar landing site. They have pictures of the car. They do. They were able to actually take pictures of those things. And the lunar orbiter did take pictures. There are pictures online.
Okay, but the banks...
Yeah, now.
Let's see the pictures online.
Fucking banks. Find pictures of lunar landing sites. Yeah, find lunar landing site pictures.
Dude, what is that story? Bieber accused of reckless driving ex-NFL star Keyshawn Johnson.
He lives in Keyshawn Johnson's neighborhood, yeah.
And Bieber's been with one of his sports cars just fucking darting up and down the streets.
Yeah.
Go to Justin Bieber. Go to the fucking track with the goddamn
Keyshawn
car.
Johnson chased him down and then held him until the cops showed up.
He held him?
Yeah, he held him.
Did he physically hold him or just stand in front of his car?
I'm not sure exactly, but he basically made sure Biebs didn't leave till the cops showed up so they could discuss it.
No fight there. No fucking little brawl there.
Isn't that great?
Oh, come on. Now it looks silly because there's nothing there.
Sam, I can't.
Astronaut footprints, scientific instruments.
What?
LEM shadow.
You can't see it.
Lunar module.
That's the back of a Nestle Crunch bar. They just shot it in black and white.
I can see the lunar platform right there, the lunar module platform.
No, you can't. Why? Because there's a thing that says lunar module and there's an arrow pointing to it?
That is true. It's hard to tell.
That is very hard to tell. It's the Apollo 14 site.
There's the scientific instruments. I like how
better pictures.
Yeah,
a little clearer.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Steve, stand down.
That's an old picture. That couldn't be a new picture. That has to be an old photo.
Like an older
that's in the Apollo 14. All right, no. Sorry,
no,
Dr.
that's the Apollo 14 site as taken by something else.
Oh,
I don't know what though.
Yeah, that's
perhaps
a horrible picture.
Or perhaps it was from the command module.
I think that was from
Apollo 14.
Charlie Chaplin's flip phone.
Right, the old flip phone that the guys are walking around with in the old days. They have a few of those now online.
They found more?
They have video of like a film taken back in the 20s and 30s and stuff, and it's like, look at this person's on their cell phone. Like,
they're not. They wouldn't be walking around in front of everybody else.
Yeah, I told you not to call me in this fucking era.
I'm in the 1920s.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Dude, can I call you back? Can I call you back? I'm dealing with prohibition.
Yeah.
We got a guy that has a little more on the Rogan thing. Robert, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson or Neil Tyson deGrasse, whatever that astrophysicist was on Rogan's show, and he's the one that convinced Rogan. Rogan was talking about the film and how he believed that the different film clips were faked up on the moon. And the physicist pointed out that to fake the video, to make everything in that environment react the way it would in a weightless environment, actually took more science to do that than it would have actually taken to have gotten to the moon and back.
I just... A conspiracy of that magnitude... And then...
That's how it always falls apart with me, when it gets to the point of how many people would have to be involved, and everybody keeps their mouth shut.
One person talks.
Again, why do it 6 times also?
All right, I'm an idiot.
Like, if you got away with it once with Apollo 11, wouldn't you be like, all right, that's it for the lunar program? You don't do it again 6 more fucking times and fake it, and no one talks all of those times. It's so ludicrous to think.
I know, but the banks.
I agree with the banks. Yeah, that
what was the soda can they said? A lot of the moon people say there was a soda can in the original clip. You could see it in the foreground.
Oh, my God.
Oh, they have the most nonsensical shit.
Yeah.
Did you see that kid from Philly? I retweeted the video when he was talking about how he found the real bombers in Boston. And he just took he just had a picture of a guy with a backpack, and he ends it like talking shit. What did he say? He said something like boom, nailed it, or I can't remember what he said. Like,
was it one of those like the amateur investigators that were all over the fucking internet during the bombing? It was like they took crowd shots and like this guy.
No, that's what I love. Like, because I'm an idiot, but I'm not a complete idiot. Like, I'm not going to sit there and listen to somebody who's compiling news footage versus experts who are actually at the site. Mm-hmm. It's like, but if you look at this clip from fucking CNN...
Yeah, look at this guy here. His backpack looks very heavy.
His mannerisms are not indicative of somebody,
Yeah, look, now he doesn't have the backpack on. Well, you can't see it. He's behind somebody. Yeah, but if you could see he didn't.
Maria's coming?